Muhammad was a simple and humble man. He worked as an engineer in a big company. He loved his family and friends and dreamed of a peaceful and happy life. But one day, everything changed. Suddenly, he heard a loud explosion. He looked in the rearview mirror and saw a black car approaching him at high speed. It was carrying masked, armed men. They were chasing him for some reason. They took out their guns and shot Muhammad. Muhammad started to escape. He pushed the gas pedal to the limit and skillfully moved between the other cars. He tried to lose the pursuers, but they were stubbornly pursuing him. He did not understand what they wanted from him, but he felt fear and anger. He thought about calling the police, but remembered that his phone was in his bag, which he had forgotten at the office. He thought about going to a nearby police station, but he couldn't find one on the way. He thought about going home, but he feared for his family's safety. He thought about going somewhere else, but he didn't know where. Suddenly, he saw a large bridge in front of him. This was the famous city bridge, connecting the two banks. This was the bridge of death, which had witnessed many accidents and crimes. This was the bridge of hope, which might be his only chance for survival. But before Muhammad could say anything, he saw something flashing in his boss's hand. It was a sharp knife. He felt something pierce his chest. He felt pain and shock. Muhammad fell to the ground, covered in blood. He looked at his boss, unable to understand what was happening. He heard his boss say, "I'm sorry, Muhammad, but this was part of the plan. I had to get rid of you before you revealed our secret. I had to cooperate with the gang that wanted to get the secret nuclear project. I had to use you as bait to get the attention of the police and the media. I had to kill you before you could talk. I had to do all this for money and power. I'm sorry, Muhammad, but this is the reality of life." His boss fell to the ground, dead. Muhammad's colleague ran to his side and took him into his arms. "Muhammad, I'm here. I've come to save you. I've known about your boss's betrayal for a while. I've been following him and figuring out his plan. I've come to stop him before he does anything bad." Muhammad looked at his colleague, unable to speak. He felt grateful and affectionate towards his colleague. He felt sorry and sad for himself. He felt love and longing for his family. Muhammad closed his eyes, surrendering to death. He heard his wife's voice calling him in his head. He heard his children laughing in his heart. The story is over. We hope you enjoyed reading the story. Don't forget to share it so others can benefit. Muhammad decided to take the waited until the entered the bridge at high speed. The pursuers claimed to loaded all the barriers and they did not know why. He saw the pursuers behind him. They checked his ID and he saw the bridge caught fire. Some parts of it collapsed. They told him the end of the huge gap formed between Muhammad. They took Muhammad to a nearby police station. They gave him a phone to call his family and reassure them. He told his wife everything and told her he was fine.